Great and fellow noobs, and welcome to another NuubCast. I'm Stargirl, and this is Brotoss
on Lost Temple. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. This is Brotoss with my co-caster Stargirl, bringing you a very special PvP on Lost Temple between Liquid Huck, fan favorite,
and Liquid Tyler.
No, not Liquid Tyler this time, but Liquid Huck from Team Liquid, of course, and his opponent Duckload WhiteRa, spawning here as
the
blue Brotoss. That's right.
The blue Brotoss.
And we are in for a treat. I don't think I've ever seen these two gentlemen face one another 1v1. So I'm very excited to see what they're going to do. It's been quite some time since we've had a NuubCast. I took a few days, almost a week now, just to take a break from StarCraft and take a break from casting. And what a better way to come back at the helm with this great matchup and a great caster like Stargirl.
I have to talk to people.
Oh yeah, I know you do. So why don't you go ahead and tell us what's going on?
My blue guy and your red guy is gonna flash those Eiffel Towers.
They're gonna flash those Eiffel Towers? Is that what these are, Eiffel Towers? Those are called Nexuses, you remember?
Mm-hmm.
They both have their probes out, scouting, looking for the other. And Huck is gonna use this...
Liquid Huck is going spinning!
Yes, he is spinning around. He's gonna use that tower to see where WhiteRa's probe is so that he can get a better idea.
Oh no, he's going in my base!
Yep, he's going into WhiteRa's base to see what is going on. And he's going to see...
WhiteRa is going to kill him.
Well, maybe...
Oh no!
Maybe so.
He's in my base!
Yep, he's scouting around. He's going to shoot at some of these probes and whittle down some health.
Oh,
all the while,
my blue guy's chasing him around.
Yes, he is. And all the while, Duckload is over here doing the same thing, or at least he was, or maybe he never got there yet. In any case, here comes Huck to do some pylon aggression. Always important to attack your opponent's pylons with your probes, if for no other reason than to be...
It's in your base.
In my base, yes. I guess you're the blue guy and I'm the red guy this time.
Oh
no! All right, look.
The red guy is scouting around again.
Yeah, you're being a little bit too loud. Okay, let's not scream.
A scouting guy is already scouting.
Yep, the scouting guy is scouting. He's got the Xel'Naga Tower, and here comes a stalker out.
And a stalker.
Yep, that stalker's chasing down that probe. Gonna try and shoot him. Oh, but Huck escapes. He does escape. The stalker doesn't see him anymore, but he's gonna try and cut him off coming back this way. The other stalker going around the other way to see if he can find WhiteRa's stalker, but everyone eludes everyone else, and we are back.
My guy is going home!
We've got 2 gates and a robo for WhiteRa, and 3 gates and a robo for Huck. We'll have to see how this plays out.
And what's that over there gonna try to calc?
What's going on? And 3 gates and a robo for Duckload.
Wow, Duckload is gonna get a big, huge army.
Yep. Duckload is gonna get a big, huge army, and we'll have to see.
Wow,
he's getting an observer.
Yeah, but know about those.
We have to know about everything. Yep. Up, sentries coming out. Lots of sentries coming out for
I don't want to see any more sentries.
Why not? How about an immortal? That's an immortal coming out for WhiteRa. That's pretty good.
I like immortals.
They're very strong and they can beat up on stalkers pretty good.
Yeah, pretty good.
Pretty good. Uh-oh. We have an observer in Huck's base, and Huck getting his observer out to go and see what WhiteRa is up to. Very good saturation going on for both guys. Pretty even, 30 each, give or take.
Wow, there's another one gonna come.
And Huck's Observer and sentries out to hunt down WhiteRa's Observer, and they do succeed in taking it down. We have a forward pylon going on for Duckload, taking out that probe. And it looks like
probe.
we are going to see some aggression.
That's my probe!
Oh, yeah, I know. WhiteRa's probe is your probe. He must be your boy today.
Yeah.
Well, we've got this
wow,
aggression
that's
happening in
the
the front.
biggest army I've ever seen!
Well, not the biggest you've ever seen, but look at this as we have a warp prism with an immortal and a zealot coming into the mineral line. Huck having just transferred several probes and now just going to move the rest of his probes over to his expansion, and now going to take all kinds of damage from these zealots and the immortal, but we also missed the exchange here at the front of the base. Looks like Huck had just enough to hold off the frontal attack while this back harassment is occurring and continues to occur. Huck trying to get out a Colossus now, already having the robotics bay down. Looks like he is going to lose this Nexus though, and down it goes. And now Huck looks like he could be in serious trouble, but the Colossus is out, doing all kinds of damage, going to be able to melt away these zealots. And it looks like if Huck is able to keep his Colossus alive, he is going to be able to fight out of this, warping in some more zealots to deal with that immortal. Now 3 immortals and a Colossus against that immortal. He's not going to make it. But more zealots out, and the warp prism looks like he wants to now go to the expansion to take care of some of those drones, probes, and harass them as well, dropping one zealot in the mineral line. That's right, we're not playing against Zerg. And Liquid Huck Stalker trying to chase down that warp prism, but it's not going to get it.
Are you just kidding?
Am I kidding about what?
About.
Huck really wants to take down that warp prism. He doesn't want to see any more harassment, and down it goes.
I don't want to see that.
And now we have zealots coming out to face off against these stalkers from WhiteRa. Stalkers can kite zealots all day long. But now the Colossus getting in the action, having survived so far. Now going to be able to doesn't have the range though, so not able to do too much to help against those stalkers. And we do see WhiteRa getting his natural expansion going. Curious as to when Huck's, and there it is. There's wondering when Huck's going to put that Nexus up, and the Nexus is up. We have another warp prism coming out for WhiteRa. Curious, he's immediately going to drop another immortal and 2 zealots again in the base of Huck. We have to see if he's going to be ready for this. No real vision over here in the back corner, but there it is. And let's see how Huck is going to handle this second round of harassment. Zealots and immortals down. The Huck's army coming immediately in to take care of these units and going to be able to clean them up quickly. WhiteRa not even opening up the warp prism, does not phase it, and so he is able to chase it down with his stalkers after taking care of the zealot and the immortal, and down it goes. Not even going to get to the expansion. And Huck does have observers in WhiteRa's base, so he is going to see everything that's happening there. And now it looks like Huck might be preparing his own aggression here. Now he does have a Colossus out.
Hey, look! My boy's gonna get a Colossus!
That's right. WhiteRa getting his own Colossus, and he does have Thermal Lance about...
I didn't know he was gonna get a Colossus!
Almost a quarter of the way finished. But of course, Huck's Observer here seeing all of it. Huck attacking with the Zealots, leaving a couple in the background. But that immortal, and now with the Colossus coming out, having been spotted by the Observer, Huck is going to pull out.
making another.
But he's going to come back and he's going to snipe that Colossus.
Hey,
oh, he just missed it. One more shot. Down it goes.
There's going to be another Colossus.
Yeah, I know. WhiteRa and Huck are both making more Colossus. And now Huck going to take this wounded Colossus and get him out of the fray.
I know he's going to make it.
But WhiteRa is pressing the issue.
I know he's going to make it, Dad. I know he's going to make it.
You know it. You have utmost confidence in WhiteRa, don't you?
Wow. He made it. He made it. Right now.
So Huck now has both bases back up and running. Duckload sitting at the Xel'Naga, waiting to see what's happening. Huck's observer, keeping an eye on these things. Going to lose this pylon. Huck's Colossus out. Still no thermal lance upgrade for Huck. Let's put on some health bars here so we can see who's healthy and who's dying. That Immortal goes down, but not before the Huck's healthy Colossus goes down. And now it looks like he's going to get this second Colossus sniped as well, but he does have quite a few Stalkers trying to chase down and snipe WhiteRa's Colossus, and he does get it, but now Duckload able to warp in a lot more Stalkers, and it looks like Huck could be in a little bit of trouble here, although he does now have some Zealots in to help out, but losing the Stalker battle, but it looks like he is going to be fine, and taking down the probe for good measure and running out, but now warping in more Stalkers, and now Huck once again now has his own reinforcements, and again going to be able to push WhiteRa, or not. Thought he was going to be able to push him out, but looks like he's taking a lead. But here come yet more Stalkers for Huck. He is indeed going to be able to push them away, but more Zealots warping in now for WhiteRa. But with the Stalkers going to be able to kite those Zealots away as these guys kill one another.
That's really killing!
Really don't have to yell, sweetheart. We can all hear you just fine.
But I want to make a silly joke.
Oh, well, go ahead. Make a silly joke.
Okay.
As the Colossus and these Stalkers take down this pylon. What's your joke? Tell us your silly joke. You're just being silly. That's not a joke. That's very serious silliness you've got going on right there. Alright. Both players going after the destructible rocks.
Is this
to be going after their third base.
Movie over?
It looks as though Duckload did not want to finish them off. Not serious about expanding, I guess. These guys are just bored, but here they go. Going to finish taking those out.
Wow!
Huck doing the same, finishing at the same time. But if we look at our army tab, we see that both guys are very similar in army. However, despite having been harassed and losing perhaps a few probes,
there's going to be a big army of mine.
That's right, a big army and a big battle. Huck does have the lead in harvesters.
Wow!
And he is starting, but that about makes up for the food difference between the two. So it looks like army-wise, they are about the same. It looked like Duckload was going to try and push there, but thought better of it. And now going to just check and, going to come in and look for that, make Huck cancel that Nexus. And then just kind of hang out at the Xel'Naga, waiting and looking to get up his third base, while Huck is behind now, but now we're going to get his Nexus up. And if we look once again,
Huck got his golden mineral back!
Yep, he got the golden mineral patch up. We look at the unit counts. Huck ahead on Colossus, well behind on Stalkers, but ahead on Zealots. So depending on what your opinion is on army composition,
Daddy,
it looks like things are pretty even.
Dada, you're just being silly.
Although I think if we...
Dada, you're just being silly.
I'm not being silly. I'm being very serious. If we are... what we understand about army composition, the Colossus are going to be able to take out those zealots very quickly, while the stalkers are able to focus down the Colossus. So it might not be the greatest composition for Huck. However, on the other hand, Huck does have his +1 complete on his +1 attack and is getting the +1 armor, while WhiteRa has no upgrades, though he is getting charged for his zealots, which is interesting considering that he has
charge.
That's right, he's getting his legs. But considering he has far fewer zealots than he does stalkers,
and even
I'm curious as to how that's going to pan out for him. More and more Colossus coming out on the field for Huck. And as we check once again the unit tab, we now have 7 Colossus for Huck against 5 for WhiteRa. This might be one of those situations, though WhiteRa is food blocked at the moment.
Wow! My army has 5 Colossus!
Yes, WhiteRa has 5 Colossus, but Huck has 7. And that might be the deciding factor if you,
Huck has
as we often
7?
hear said, and 2 more coming out. He's going to have 9, as WhiteRa also producing Colossus, though somewhat behind.
My boys can get more Colossus!
And more.
Daddy.
And we are...
Where are those guys going?
They're looking for expansions, I'm guessing.
I'm guessing they're not. I'm guessing they're finding my guys.
They might be finding your guys. That is a lot of zealots and a lot of Colossus right there. This is going to be an old-fashioned pound them out, I think, when it comes down to it. At the end of the day, we're going to see...
Your guy has...
and look like it looks like we are about to have the major confrontation of the battle. Huck taking the high ground with the Colossus. We're going to see, although I don't think there is any high ground advantage in StarCraft 2, unlike Brood War, looks like from at this moment that WhiteRa does have the advantage. Somehow his Colossus taking the
whoa, my
the better
guys,
damage,
they're doing good.
Upgrades and the additional reinforcing Colossus are going to win the day here, and down goes Duckload's army, losing everything that he has.
I think I'm not gonna win.
And coming in,
that I think
left.
I'm not gonna come and win.
Yep, it looks like Duckload's not gonna make it.
And
there's the GG. Duckload gives it up. And
yeah, Duckload gives up.
And Huck has won the day.
You don't get a medal.
You don't get a medal, Duckload. No Stargirl medal for you. But that's alright. Huck gets the medal. Huck wins.
Huck, you get the medal from winning the game.
Alright.
I give you a medal.
You get the Stargirl medal.
From winning this game. And I give up.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks. And we are back. More to come. Your replays.
Bye, guys.
If you would like your games cast here on NuubCast, send your replays to NuubCasters@gmail.com. And keep climbing that ladder. See you next time.
The end.